Uh-oh. This is a recording of a live stream. It may contain bloopers and frequent distractions. The audio and video quality may vary. Thank you for your understanding, and please enjoy.
another Tuesday with Dungeons and Dragons with the fantastic team of incredible streamers that we have here today, which means that a month has flown by, and I think I can happily speak for everybody involved who is new to the world of Dungeons and Dragons that it's gone by so quickly, and I seriously can't wait for more. So without further ado, let's crack on. And we'll start today off with saying, Mr. Fenris, welcome to the stream, brother. How are you doing? Well, your name dropped there, so let's switch over to him. Korm, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing phenomenal, just enjoying some black booze. And so on my end, I'm playing a dwarf called Rurik. And he is as a Rune, a blood hunter. Imagine Geralt of Rivia, but a dwarf. And not with a sword, but with an axe and a shield. And I'll not spoil any more there, but it will be definitely very interesting, and yeah.
For sure. Moving on over to MrDinoRawrrz. How are we doing, bro?
I'm doing right, thank you. I am playing something that looks like a dino. It's Dragonborn and Zraythas. Yeah. And yeah.
Same gene pool.
Indeed. So yeah.
All right. Matchikennugget, Matt. What's going on, bro?
What's up? It's just me. I'm not that right. Yes, I'm doing fantastic. I'm so ready. I haven't slept, which means lots of energy for at least first half of the stream. I'm playing Blath, the glorious door-slaying ranger. Pride of the party. Carries the entire thing. Currently unconscious after being attacked by a bird. Otherwise,
after almost dying.
Just a little.
That, sorry.
And of course, there's me as well, Redzi. I am playing Tamron Ruzel, a human rogue who last time I can put my hand on my heart and say failed every single possible opportunity to do anything that a rogue would. The locks, the rolls, they were too difficult. Doors, impossible. Mate, even just walking, 10 out of 10. Worst rogue you've ever seen. But hopefully luck will be on my side today, and I'll actually be able to do something useful. And of course, last but by no means least, our wonderful DM, Mr. Jax. How are we doing, brother?
I'm good. Apologies, first and foremost. It's due to me, unfortunately, not being able to fix my schedule that we are a few minutes late, but now we're good to go. I suppose.
Don't you worry, man.
Don't you worry.
So yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep talking. We've got some background music running anyway. Still, I would like one of you guys to remind us what happened last week, so we can all kind of get into it.
I would say that time before was Tamron doing it. Lastly, I was doing it. So how about our beardly friend, like ran to my right here? No, this direction. Mr. Dino.
All right. So last time we started out entering the house of a priest. Right? I forgot the name, but
I believe it was called Blue Shell last time.
yeah, something similar. Blue Shell.
He's not a fish, but he lives a bathtub.
Yeah, for Celeste. Yeah,
Celeste
Blue Shell.
Celeste Blue Shell. Yeah,
Celeste,
but
yeah.
the priest, and well, that encounter didn't go well for me. we didn't get back, but at least we got a new quest there. to find a hag. And afterwards, we continue on our journey to look for Floon. And well, we came into an encounter with a lot of bird people, and Blath got obliterated, and he's hanging on a thread right now.
I require
And
medical attention.
there was a red-headed guy coming from a barrel, all sweaty and out of breath. And yeah, that's where we left off.
Exactly. Right after you kind of not escape, but we had a rather interesting social encounter with, as you said, the priest of some big deity or being. At least that's what he referred to. He was looked like the guys you slew earlier, a sea spawn of some sort, or some kind of maritime creature, right? With webbed fingers and seaweed all over him, some barnacles and shells. But yes, he indeed told you about a hag that apparently is underwater somewhere close to the district, and also provided you with some thank you, or well, just some potions pretty much that you grabbed.
They were shiny.
They were shiny, and I'd say there was almost conflict, but you got out still at the right time, early enough, before shit hits the fan. Still, he pointed you to the tavern you were looking for. You forgot to mention that whole encounter, I think.
Oh yeah.
Where you went to the Skewered Dragon.
Yes.
Tavern you were looking for. Apparently the tavern where Volo and his lost friend Floon were having a couple of drinks a few nights before. After that, he went missing, and Volo, we're still on the hunt for Floon, pretty much. You entered the tavern and, well, made some amazing social interaction and prevented conflict from happening, and got the information you were looking for. You could
Very
point
sad
it.
about that.
Well, it depends on the character, I suppose. The Skewered Dragon is a tavern primarily visited by dock workers and such, very rough, grim-looking fellas, jacket. But you did not end up in a fist fight, a brawl, rather. But got the right information, made potentially new friends, and were pointed in the direction of the warehouse in Candle Lane, apparently one from where Zentarim agents operate from. Or so you were told. That's where apparently the clique that jumped them, the crew that jumped Floon and some other mysterious stranger, were headed, or are around there usually. You entered and were greeted by some arrows and daggers from weird-looking bird creatures. They looked like that, similar to that. Their whole face. In a beacon, you killed a few of them. One escaped, and you still had one as a hostage, who surrendered and is in your custody, one might say. And right before you were able to settle down, get a breath, boom! The top of a barrel popped open, and a figure, a beautiful human, but covered in grime, and with a stench of rancid pickled herring coming from him, came out of a barrel, grasping for air, and he looks like possibly he looks like Flu. A beautiful, in princely garbs dressed human being, with shoulder-long red hair. I'm just gonna switch the music to something slightly more ambient. So there you are, still in the warehouse, the floor covered with blood and potential, dead enemies. You also see in one end of the room, I'm not sure if you remember, I'm just gonna pull you onto the battle map real quick, alright? So to refresh your memory a little bit. Okay. That's how it looked like. Over there, where Fen is pinging as well, you found the corpses of 5, gentlemen with tattoos of a down-flying black snake on them. Apart from that, you found some offices over there, and the room apart from that is filled with crates and barrels that you haven't checked out further. Your breath is still going hard. The adrenaline is pumping through your veins. You also hear not all of us are conscious. That's true. Blath is unconscious.
It's not much pumping in my
You just
veins.
saved him, and at least prevented him from bleeding out. So he appears to be not dying for the time being. But you are there in the warehouse, and this gentleman with shoulder-long red hair just gets out of the barrel. Greetings. Apologies. I thank you for saving me, first of all. These were some tough-looking gentlemen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking? As he kind of cleans his clothing.
So if I understood it correctly, he's like in a barrel behind me, popping
Yes,
out.
he jumped out right next to you. You kind of get startled, jumped out of the way. And he is looking at you and at the other fellows in the group.
Do you mind switching us back to the battle map for that room so we just know where we were? Or does it not save where we
It
were?
does not matter. We were going to switch to theater of mind.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, as he jumps out, Rurik is like pointing his axe at you. Before I answer any questions, who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in that barrel?
Jeez. Make an intimidation check.
Typical dwarf manner here. Let's start with an intimidation.
Come on, Corm. Do it.
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
It's just going back in the barrel.
What are you doing? Whoa! Careful. Little. Sorry, I didn't mean to say little. My apologies, sir, dwarven gentlemen. I mean you no harm. I was hiding from these kankus. And he points off the one being left, having his hands up in the air, and kind of tilting its head. They came in here and made a mess, as you can see. They also attacked you, so please, I mean you no harm. Lower your axe.
You still did not answer my questions. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Rainier. Rainier Neverember.
By Moradin's hairy ass, this is not Flume.
No, wait. Wait.
He's kind of confused, like...
And Rune looks over and walks over and says, "You're the noble that flew and met 2 days ago. You were dumped, both of you were jumped by the Zentarum, correct? Where's Floon?"
Yes, we were. Well, I don't know for sure. But if you question this Kenko fellow, you might get some information out of him. I might get you into what happened that night. We were drinking, after I met Floon in the Skewered Dragon Tavern, and we had quite a few drinks, and he got pretty wasted. And since I didn't want him to get jumped and potentially killed in the dogwood, I thought I might accompany him. Turns out we were no match for the people who captured us. Anyway, they were apparently agents of the Center Rim.
Where's the right tense there?
They
And he
dragged
points
us
back
here.
at the bodies.
They dragged us here, captured us, just as they were trying to tie us up. Someone broke into the warehouse. These cankers. They are agents of another guild. Most likely of the Xanatar Guild, if you ask me. I overheard some conversation, but a fight ensued. In the chaos of the fight, I managed to hide. Floon wasn't that lucky, unfortunately. He got captured and potentially dragged off. The Xanatar Guild has their quarters in the sewers. That's what I can do.
Well,
Although I do not know exactly where he is.
good thing we left one alive.
Well, sure thing. I mean, there's a sewer entrance rather close to here. They might have been going there. I haven't checked for tracks, but maybe you are more proficient in that than I am.
For now, though.
Because you must know, my name's Rainier Neverember. You, dear Zraythas, you have the noble background and have lived among nobility for almost your entire life. Please make a history check for me.
Alright.
That's a
The
7.
rolls today? What the hell?
That name definitely rings a bell. Lord Neverember is the current open lord of the city of Neverwinter in the north, and the former lord of Waterdeep.
Whoa.
My name's Rainier. Rainier Neverember, and I am the son of the little lord fella you might know. I am not like him though, please. Alright, give me a second. Just gonna look something up real quick. I am the estranged son of my father, Dugald Neverember. From what I could overhear, they were after me, not after Floon. I think they have mistaken him for me.
Well, to be fair, two pompous nobles in a district they should not be in are quite easily mistaken for another, especially if they have the same hair color and the kind of attire.
I can assure you, we do not look like twins, but yes, we indeed share the same hair color, as we have very similar noble clothing.
Tamron makes his way over, just so he's within whispering range of Zraythas. I says to him, "It doesn't take a genius to realize that this one might be worth more money than the other, right? He seems like a bit of a big deal."
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. We might
Let's
get
keep an
more
eye.
out of this than we thought.
Great minds. And I kind of just back away and sort of observe.
You just want to observe. You can also check out the offices you jumped into in the meantime, if you want.
Oh yeah, I ran away from those
Exactly.
to help at the end. Cool. So I'll
Just make an investigation check for checking
investigation
those out.
check. Yeah, cool.
Anyway, from what I overheard, they all think that my father, Dugald Neverember, when he was lord of Waterdeep, embezzled a huge sum of money. And they think he hid them somewhere within the city. They think they can find it by using an artifact, the so-called Stone of Galore. I do not know what that is. But apparently it was in the hands of the Xanatar Guild until recently. Apparently someone stole it. The Sense thought I knew something about all of this, but I don't. My father and I haven't spoken in years. But this might be the reason why Blood's in the streets and those two gangs are at war.
As usual, it's the powerful that cause all the suffering.
So you wanna say Floon?
Voltham Gadarm.
You friends of his?
He hired us.
No shit. Well, you're in luck. That could be a rather lucrative endeavor.
Let's hope it. He all promised us 100 gold per head.
That's, well, something, isn't it?
It's something. I'm just not sure how much he's able to pay up
alive.
on that. He seems to be writing a book. I don't know how much money you make with that.
Yeah, don't you worry about that. Actually, I feel like he has friends in high places, as do I. So don't worry about your money. Still, I am after Floon myself.
Well then, consider yourself part of this party for the time being.
Alrighty. You, Tamron, as you step away from the party and still overhear all the conversation, you enter the back room, the office you already peeked into. You see two tables in there. You opening some drawers and checking stuff out. Nothing of interest, really. You find ink and quill, as well as some blank parchments and pieces of paper. But there are still two doors in the backside of the room. And you check those out. Those are smaller offices. All of them seem kind of not necessarily left in a hurry, but definitely not being used for quite a while. You check out the left door, find the same thing, a small office with one slightly smaller table, like some candles, some light, source of light. In the other one, however, as you open the one empty drawer, you realize that there appears to be a second bottom. Kind of flip it up, and what you find in there is a little ornate box, right, about this big, made out of a dark wood. Kind of check it out and look inside. There's some kind of paper in there, one piece. Apart from that, under one of the tables, there's taped against it a slightly longer item that, as you investigate it, flips open into what appears to be a fan. Last but not least, in the corner of that office, the second office you checked up, behind the door, you see a big wooden box that does not appear to be a chest, but it is ornate as well and has some runes engraved into it.
Okay. I call for my blood hunter companions. Hunters, in here! As I'm putting my hands over the runes. I don't understand them. I've traveled, but I can't read them.
Rune will walk up and look like, what is it?